My name is Michael Jones. I've been on here for a very long time. In fact, I've been on here for a very short time. You may have seen a couple videos of my daughter dancing around the house or me playing with her. Nothing real big. I've only got a few videos on here. But with it being so close to the holiday season, I figured I would take the time to talk about the importance of family. Not just a family as in a mother, father, and children, but more or less a man to his wife. My father was never around, ever. So I always wanted to not be him, more or less. My wife personally means more to me than anything. My wife, in my world, comes above even my children. Now you may ask, why would you put your children, here and your wife way up here? That's just how I was taught. Not so much just being taught that way, but without her, they would not exist, okay? And I made so many mistakes in my life, I wanted her to know how important she really is. I come from a pretty decent-sized family, many nieces, many nephews, many cousins, and I, being one of the oldest, at 30 years old, it's really time to take into account for what matters. And to me, she is everything that matters to me. I love my children to death. I would not trade them for anything. I would die for them without thinking twice. I would kill for them if necessary without blinking. But with her, it's something completely different. I first met her actually when I was 15 years old, I believe it was. It was 15. And we hung out all the time. And we sort of had a thing for each other back then. But she had moved, and I had met somebody else, and we were together for 12 years almost. And then, the marriage there started fading, and then me and my wife now met each other again, started talking and everything, and it just all seemed perfect. But there's always problems here or there, but for the most part, everything seemed perfect. We ran into a lot of snags along the way, and we haven't been together as much recently as I had wished, but that's a completely different story. But the point is, we're still together. We still love each other. She could be here if she would. She can't right now, but she would. I just think it is important for a man to be able to, inspire other men to never take granted for your wife in your life, especially a wife that would do anything for you. A wife that will cook and clean. A wife that wants you to do things with her, that wants to spend time with you. A wife that is loving and caring. A wife that is sexual with only you. A wife that is adventurous also in that private time that you have together. And with kids, you don't get a whole lot of it anyway. So my basic thing I want to say is especially now near, the holidays, never take advantage of what you have. Never put down what you have. Never take advantage of that special person in your life. It doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, or it doesn't matter if it's two life partners. Just never take advantage of who you have, because there's always that possibility that they may not be there. And you never want to think to yourself, next Christmas, why didn't I listen to Michael, what he said? Why didn't I take some inspiration from what Michael said and put my wife way up there on that pedestal to show her exactly how special she truly is? I tell my wife every day how special she is. I tell her how sexy she is. I tell her how hot she is. I tell her how beautiful she is. I never let a day go by without telling her those things. Every day I always like to teach my wife something small, just to show her how much I love her. Those itty-bitty little things are what's important. And if I could pass out anything to any other man, that is it for life. As far as kids, that's a completely different vlog there. But as far as this one's concerned, I just want to say I love my wife. She's very special to me, And I look forward to her being here for Christmas. I look forward to holding my wife and telling her how special she is to her face. So for all the men out there, don't forget to do that. And you all have a good one.